Hey guys, how is it going? Welcome back to the 13th tutorial of my Introduction to JavaScript series. For inside this tutorial, we're going to discuss array. But before we continue, I will quickly use this opportunity to tell you, say, if you never subscribe to my YouTube channel, kindly use this time to do so because your subscription are waiting to give me ginger and motivation to always make videos like this. So before we get started, wetin you dey see for the right hand side of my screen here so like this, na wetin we go dey discuss for inside this tutorial be that. Say we go dey discuss array, we go dey discuss index and we go dey discuss methods. So make I quickly just give you the theoretical explanation of wetin array be. Array na example of data structure wey dem dey use dey save or store multiple information. If dis explanation wey I give you so dey a little complicated, say wetin come be data structure again, no just worry yourself too much. You fit just imagine array to be a shelf or a cupboard wey contain multiple clothes inside. Shey you know say almost everybody go get shelf or cupboard for inside the room wey be say dem dey save or dem dey hang their clothes inside am. Shey you get. So as you come see dat cupboard so like dat, na example of array, right, wey contain multiple clothes. So again, array na container wey dem dey save multiple information or plenty information inside. If dis explanation wey I still give you still never make complete sense, no just worry yourself again. I go quickly practicalize wetin I mean now. You know say before dis tutorial, I bin don explain wetin variable mean and how to declare a variable. Say for example now I talk say let name equal to Bioku. Shey you see, make I first close dis one like dis. Shey you see dis line of code wey I write so say name is equal to Bioku. You go know say dis Bioku wey dey here like dis, I dey save am inside dis name variable, right? So dis one wey you see here so like dis na just the declaration of variable. You sef you go agree with me say dis name variable wey dey here like dis na just one information e dey save inside am wey be dis Bioku alone. But now, what if we wan come save multiple information? Say for example now inside classroom, we get many students wey dey inside classroom. Each of dis students wey dey inside one classroom so, shey you get, dem get different names wey dem dey answer. Shey you understand? So how we go come take represent dis type of information to computer? Say for example, I come declare let student name, or let me just say student is equal to, shey you get, because say students now, because say for inside classroom, students dey always plenty pass one, shey you get. So na where the concept of array come in be that. Say array dey give us the flexibility to save or store multiple information inside one container. Shey you get. So as I declare my student variable now, I go just talk say okay, open dis angle bracket, then I go talk say okay, inside dis classroom I get Bioku, right? Then I go just put comma here. So Bioku na student wey dey inside dis student classroom. Or make I just come here talk say okay, I go just talk say okay, SS3, SSS3 wey be senior secondary school 3. So dis one as e dey like dis, e mean say all the students wey go dey inside dis array na inside SSS3 classroom dem dey, shey you get. Now wetin I go just do be say, now I get dis Bioku inside dat class, right? I get another name, say I get Johnson, right? I can't spell Johnson again, oh my god. So inside dat same class, I come still get Joy, shey you get. So all dis information wey you dey see here so like dis na the students wey dey inside dis SSS3 classroom, shey you get. So as dis one be like dis, we don already declare our array. Make I just expand dis one like dis. So as dis one take be here like dis, so we don already declare our array. So as computer dey see dis line 3 wey dey here, dis code wey dey line 3 so, computer don already know say okay, we don declare list of students wey dey inside SS3 class, right? I hope say you connect well with dis explanation wey I bin do so. So na the concept of array be that. Say na like container wey dey hold or wey dem dey use dey store multiple values. So before we continue, I go just quickly bring back the text editor, or I go just minimize this, right? So dis text editor wey dey here now like dis, I don explain array, right? Now wetin I go just explain now na index. So index na just a default way of numbering information and e dey always start from 0. Wetin I mean by default way of numbering information be say, you go agree with me say for elementary mathematics, if you wan count something, say we come get bunch of keys or bunch of biros, now we wan come count total number of biros wey dey inside one particular packet, right? You know say we go always start our counting from 1, then until we come finish the counting of the total number of biro wey dey inside that packet. So overall, wetin I dey explain be say for basic mathematics, we dey always start counting from 1. Now, the way index take dey work be say, index no dey start im own counting from 1, unlike the normal basic mathematics wey we learn, shey you get. Index dey always start im own counting from 0, And na why I come talk say okay, na default way of counting information wey dey always start from zero be that. Say for example now, we wan come count all the students wey dey inside this ss3 variable here, wey be our array variable, right? Make I just expand this again. So this one come mean say this first information wey dey here like this, instead of this thing to be 1, e no go be 1, e go just be 0, right? And this second one wey dey here like this, that one go be 1. This third one wey dey here like this, that one go be 2. If another one come join in here like this, that one sef go be 3. Shey you get? Na how indexing take dey work be that. And the idea of index, e dey very important because say if you wan have access to the information wey dey inside this our variable here, dis students, all these students wey dey inside this ss3 variable like this, if you wan have access to them one after the other, na index we dey take use dey have access to them. For example now, say I wan print the first students wey dey inside this our array, right? I go just talk say okay, console.log, then I go talk say okay, go inside this ss3 classroom, then I go say sss3, then print out the first student. You go see say as I write my sss3 variable wey dey here like this, I come use this open and close angle bracket. Na how we dey take use, na the syntax wey dey make am possible to have access to information wey dey inside our array be that. Say anytime wey you wan print out information from inside your array, you must first call or write out the name of the array, right? Come put open and close angle bracket, then come provide the position of the information wey you go like print out, right? So because say I wan print out the first student wey dey inside this sss3 classroom now, then I go just put 0 here. So again, the way index take dey work be say index na wetin we dey use dey assign position, or wetin we dey use dey number information for inside our array, right? And because say this one na the first student wey dey inside this array, so na why we come put 0 here. So if I press Ctrl B now, right, we go get bioku out. So bioku go print out inside our console. So I go just press Ctrl B now. Now you don see say bioku don print out inside our console, right? So if I wan have access to this second student here wey be Johnson, that one mean say I go just put 1 here. If I press Ctrl B now, then you go see say Johnson don display inside this my console. Shey you get? So again, indexing na the default way of numbering information for inside array, and e dey always start from 0. I wan make you put this information for mind, because if you forget how index take dey work, that one go come make life dey a little complicated and difficult for you to understand how some programs take dey work for inside computer programming. So the next thing wey I go like explain now na this methods wey dey here like this. So this method as e dey like this, I go like explain am using reality. Shey you get? But before I continue, I go first quickly just delete this one wey dey here, come declare a cupboard variable wey go contain multiple clothes. Okay, I go just talk say let and cupboard is equal to, then I go open and close this my angle bracket here. Then I go talk say inside my cupboard I get shirt, then I put comma here. The second clothes wey I get inside my cupboard now, I get jacket. I go put am inside quotation mark. I get jacket. Then the next clothes wey I get jeans. These 3 clothes na everything wey dey inside my cupboard, right? Then I go just close am here like this. Now you go agree with me say clothes no dey always just dey inside cupboard say dem no dey do anything. We dey always perform some operations on clothes. For example, say okay, I wan go out on Monday like this. Okay, na shirt I wan wear, right? Then I go come begin dey look for shirts inside my cupboard. So the process of looking for shirts inside my cupboard, that searching process, say I dey search for shirts, na example of method. So overall, wetin method be na be say method na operation, right, wey we dey perform inside our array. Shey you get? Another example of wetin method be say okay, if I come get multiple clothes inside my cupboard so like this, okay, I wan fold am. Shey you get? So that folding operation wey I dey do so, na example of method be that. So again, methods na just like operation wey we dey perform inside array. Shey you get? So as I don explain all these 3 terms wey dey here like this, right, e go dey very important for you to put all of these things for mind, because e go make life dey very easy for you when you dey do operations for inside your array, right? So wetin I go just do very quickly now be say I go just first expand this one like this. So wetin I go just do very quickly now be say I wan come do some very basic manipulation for inside our array so like this. So for example now, this my array wey dey here like this, right? Say I wan print out all of the clothes wey dey inside this array. So, and I show you how to print out information for inside our array. Say you fit just talk say okay, console.log, then I wan print out go inside this cupboard, and then open and close angle bracket, then print out the say first cloth wey dey inside am. Then I go close my program here like this. I press Ctrl B. Then you see say I don get the shirt cloth wey dey inside my cupboard. Okay, now if I wan print the second cloth wey dey inside my cupboard, then I go copy this one again, come here, come paste this one again, change this one to 1. Shey you get? Press Ctrl B. Then you see say okay, I don print out my shirt, I don print out my jacket, right? And if I wan print everything like this, na so I go dey go. But this one wey you dey see here so na code repetition dem dey call am, and that one no dey make sense for inside programming. Say for example, I come get like thousands of cloth wey dey inside my cupboard, right? You know say that one no go make complete sense. Say okay, say we wan come dey do this console.log1, console.log2 in 1000 places, right? That one no go just make complete sense. Wetin we go just do in this instance be say we go just use for loop to take print out all of the information wey dey inside am. I go just talk say okay, for, and I go declare a variable say let cloth equal to 0, right? Then I go talk say okay, cloth less than cupboard dot length. I can't spell length. Then I go talk say okay, cloth plus plus, right? Then I go come here like this, and I go just talk say okay, console.log. Then I go just talk say okay, go inside cupboard and print out all the clothes wey dey inside am for me. Shey you get? Then I go come inside here. Then I go just press Ctrl B now. Now, instead of us to dey print out this information one after the other, right? We don use this for loop take print am out. So in just 3 lines of code, we will print everything wey dey inside our array out. Shey you get? All the tutorials wey we been dey discuss for inside this series so far, we fit employ am for inside the operation of our array. Shey you get? Say we fit do a lot of things. We fit use our for loop, we fit use while loop, we fit use if statement inside our array wey dey here like this. Shey you get? So before I conclude this tutorial now, make I first just minimize this one. I wan tell you say e get plenty methods wey dey for inside javascript array wey dem dey use dey perform different operations for inside array. Shey you get? But we no go discuss too much about methods here for inside this tutorial. I go make another video entirely, a standalone video, to come explain different methods wey dey for inside javascript array. Shey you get? So as e be say we don discuss about array, index and methods for inside this tutorial so like this. Na so e go be for inside this tutorial. I go see you for the next tutorial.